Casio G-Shock DW5600E against the new GBD-200. This is not a classic comparison video, but I'm sure many people are wearing those classic G-Shock square watches and are thinking jumping ships to the GBD-200, maybe just to complement their collection. And by the way, if you want to support my channel, check the Amazon affiliate links in the description down below if you want to get either of these watches. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, the DW5600E is much smaller. You're gonna feel it on your wrist. It's definitely something that you notice at first. But after a day or two of wearing the GBD-200, I forgot about this. This is how both of these are looking on my wrist. Take note that I don't have a very large wrist. You can see here how big it is. If you're owning a classic square G-Shock, this one, the GBD-200, is slightly larger and also thicker. Now the other difference is definitely the display. I never bought a G-Shock with a negative display because I was always afraid it won't be legible. This MIP screen changes everything. No matter which angle you look at it, as long as you have a light source reflecting light on it, you'll be able to read the time. I will even go as far as to say that it's easier to check the time on the GBD-200 comparing to the DW5600E. Another difference are the buttons. The GBD-200 has larger buttons. They do feel mushy, and I don't think it's the best feeling in the world pressing on them. But comparing to the original G-Shock over here, where you need to press them using your nails because they're recessed in the body of the watch, I still prefer having big mushy buttons. The truth is, I didn't use those buttons on the original G-Shock much. Since it does not have many features, I didn't have to touch them. One thing that I appreciate on this newer G-Shock is that it has a dedicated backlight button right in the middle on the front of the watch, compared to having it on the side, and again the button is recessed, so it was hard to press. Surprisingly enough, the DW5600E has a feature that the GBD-200 does not. It's able to beep at every hour if you turn this feature on, obviously. On the newer GBD-200, you can't do that, and it's surprising. If you're already owning a G-Shock and simply want the GBD because it has all those smart features, well, I think you should rethink your decision. First of all, if you're receiving notifications from your phone, you cannot decide which app you want to mute and which one you actually want to see on the screen of your watch. It's on or off, and that's all. So you end up receiving a bunch of crap notification on your watch to a point where you're gonna just turn this feature off completely. Another thing is when your smartphone is receiving a call, you probably want your G-Shock to notify you, like any good smartwatch. It will do this, it will actually vibrate or beep, but only once. Any other models, any other smartwatch out there will keep vibrating until you pick up the phone or reject the call. So you will probably miss many calls because you won't have noticed that very faint beep or vibration. There's also a fitness tracker. Actually, it's more a run tracker. But since there's no heart rate monitor on this GBD watch, it's pretty useless. Any other smartwatch dedicated to fitness will do a better job. So it's fair to say that although the GBD-200 has all those smart features, many people will end up turning them all off. If I compare quickly the wrist strap that these watches are coming with, well, I think this newer GBD-200 has a higher quality one. I also noticed that my wrist sweat just a bit less with this newer strap. Not much of a difference. I think you have to experience them side by side to actually decide. Overall, in my opinion, both of these watches are great for different reasons. The DW5600E is a lot cheaper, sometimes even 3 or 4 times as cheap as the GBD-200. It has been proven since it got launched to be very, very reliable, and it can last many decades. It's simple and has all the basic features somebody expects from a watch, nothing more, nothing less. It just works and will keep working for a long, long time. The GBD-200, although it has all these shortcomings I talked about, was a pleasure to own as long as I treated this watch as a normal watch, not a smartwatch. Even if you turn off all the smart features, I can definitely see why somebody will get one, simply for the display alone. This MIP screen is a big step forward, and I won't be surprised they're gonna update the classic G-Shock with one of these. If they don't put all these smart features, they'll be able to make it a lot smaller. My only questioning is the durability of this MIP display. It's still a very new technology, not like the LCD technology of the older G-Shock watches, and we don't know if it will have issues after a few years or it'll be extremely reliable as its predecessors. The GBD-200 has this screen off function where the watch will turn off the screen to prevent any screen burn in. And it's not me saying that. On the manual itself, this is exactly what it describes there. So I was wondering if Casio thinks that this may be a major issue in the future and they're trying to prevent this happening by having this small mode. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If I missed something or have something to say, please write a comment down below. If not, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Again, check the Amazon affiliate links in the description if you want to support my channel. I get a very small commission every time somebody buys something through my links. Thanks.